everybody ready to dive in?
Yeah.
As I'll ever be.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Ready to cry.
All right.
Ready to roll some ones.
The group awoke to Rain's bit of an interruption, and after a moment of shock at seeing what she had done to the painting, the group tried to comfort her. Karasu took the painting and went into the forest and tried to pray to his goddess, while Thegro meditated, still deep in thought. Doth and Throgrim tried to think of some solutions to Rain's problems before they all kind of came together and tried to burn the painting, and that didn't really work. Thegro did have a pretty good meditation, though, the night before, and felt pretty confident in being able to lead the group to his artifact through the canyon. So they went forth and, spent the better part of the day traveling before they ran into some quicksand. They tried to work their way around it, but ultimately it kind of ended up with a dead horse and Karasu shouting from the other side of the quicksand. The others, a little bit deterred from Karasu's very drastic failure, decided that they were going to turn their horses back home, with Doth speaking to them. Also learning a strange fact about one of them. Making their way across the quicksand using a rope tied to the canyon wall, they kind of forgot about one of the main tasks of the day, which was keeping an eye on Rain, and she disappeared. Where? They don't know. Back halfway across the continent, though, Rain found herself in a very familiar but burned out village and had a sense of where she had to go and a task that she had to fulfill. And that was kind of where we had left off. So we will return to the group who have spent, a decent part of the afternoon traveling on without Rain, making their way towards where Thegro has identified is the artifact. Karasu, I know that you had mentioned maybe wanting to take the lead or at least kind of go up next to Thegro.
Yeah, it's where we don't run into any more weirdness like quicksand.
Yeah, you definitely have, experienced that earlier on in the day, and you keep a sharp eye out, and, you spend the rest of the day traveling on, and as, the day progresses on, night starts to descend, and I would say, Thegro, you get this sense that you are starting to get pretty close, and if I could just get perception rolls from you all. All right, yeah, definitely get good rolls from each of you, and I would say that you all start to get the sense of a very large creature nearby. You start to, I would say, identify like these very large footprints. They look either like a wolf's print or a dog's print. It's very large in size, and you also see, various like piles of wolf or dog poop, just very, very large ones all around, and some bones from like some fresh kills. Looks like it's been feasting on like antelope or deer or elk or whatever really comes through this area. You see a lot of like fresh bones and cracked bones and something that's been eating nearby. And as you guys are starting to get a little closer, again, the sun is starting to set, so you kind of have the choice. Do you want to try and press on through the evening knowing that you're close, or are you guys going to kind of wrap up with where you are for the night?
Does anyone know of wolves of this size?
I mean, I'm sure I know something about wolves in general.
You would know normal you would know that normal wolves do not grow to this size. I mean, you guys like laid down in one of the paw prints, and
Yeah.
the tallest person, it's as long as the tallest person is across.
Yeah. Well, I
Partly-
know it's not normal. I also don't know how everybody feels about pursuing a predator at night, where it may have the major advantage of stealth.
I don't.
Due to like my vision and my background, would I possibly know anything about this?
Yeah, I would say the one that you remember seeing in your vision, it kind of comes back to you just a little bit, and you remember meditating on it, and something becomes a little bit more clear. This one was a lot different than the other ones in the fact that it had 3 heads. Like it looked like, again, it was a big wolf dog thing, but the distinctive feature that you remember now and that kind of really stands out to you now is that it had 3 heads.
A little bit of information around.
I think we should find a, some sort of a fortified spot for the night. I don't think that. Wait, Thayer, do you describe that to us? Big three-headed dog. Thagro?
Didn't I describe it? I thought I did.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about it with Canyon. I didn't know that was information shared with the group. I
said I wanted to relay that, like what I knew to the party.
All right. We should find somewhere high up, or a cave or something like that. I do not want to come up on something like that during the night, and if possible, I don't want to just charge right in. I think we need to kind of plan out what we're going to do here. I mean, if it's a giant dog, and it has a artifact, then I don't even know if we're ready for it.
Doth will kind of like shuffle his turtle feet and then raise his hand a little bit, and will say, "Well, I know quite a bit about animals, and there may be a few things that we might be able to do."
Let's hear it.
Well, I mean, I've heard stories of creatures like this being put to sleep by music. If any of you are musically inclined, and I mean, it's a big dog. At the end of the day, we could try and like play fetch with it or something. I don't know.
My Wi-Fi completely crashed. Give me a sec. I gotta get rebooted up.
I could play music.
Yeah, I was
But
just
I'm
thinking
not
that. If
there.
only Zephyr or Rain were here. Doth, do you play music?
One moment. I think he does, but I'm not for sure. I do, just maybe not terribly well. I have a drum.
Well, would we even be able to hide from such a beast? And the dogs usually have a very good sense of smell.
Your connection. Well, I don't know if we'll be able to hide from it. If we go that route, we may fight it, and I don't know if we'll be able to defeat it, as is our friend Jean, Simone, I don't know what to call you.
Just call me Jean, right, when we're amongst each other. I've been saying that.
Jean, then, like our friend Jean said, he's could be very dangerous to us. So maybe our best option is to try and I don't know, like I said, try and play music, or maybe like I said, play with him. He's a big dog at the end of the day, and I love dogs.
Well, worst case scenario, I can try one more time to be one with the animals. If it doesn't work, then at least you guys will be able to get away while I run.
Or, if you want, I could put myself out for this one. I feel like this might be my challenge. He'll kind of shrug a little bit. I do have a way with birds and bees and beasts.
Rasu will slowly nod. I trust you, Doth, all right? That's your call.
Do you want to go the music route, or do you want to go the play with it route?
Well, what do you think the best odds would be?
Well, at the end of the day, it's up to you.
Oh my
Wouldn't mind
god.
hearing a tune. Let's try the music.
I could do it, but my ability to play music was much more academic than it is how do I say, my
In
intelligence
practice.
score is good, my charisma score is not, in normal speak. I would need considerable assistance from you, Thorgrim.
With the guidance, you mean?
Well, no, hold on. Is that a cleric spell? I think it is.
Enhance ability, I believe, is a cleric spell. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe, people of your persuasion have the ability to enhance the natural abilities of people. Perhaps you can do that for me.
Can you guys hear me at all?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
On top of giving me guidance, I think I will need all the help I can get.
I'd have to pray over the night for it, but I think I could come up with something like that, or be blessed with such an ability.
I think that would be our best option.
Perhaps we could
If you
offer
want-
some food as a backup plan, just in case.
Not a bad idea,
Sure.
honestly.
Karasi kind of smirks. I mean, there's a horse back there in the desert, in the quicksand.
Fuck you.
It's not wrong. Thorgrim's seriously thinking about that.
At this point, it's already gone. It won't feel a thing.
And it's also already probably gone underneath the quicksand.
Yeah.
I strongly doubt that this beast is going to eat dandy horse flesh.
Well, I don't know. It might. Depends on how hungry. He'll look to Thegro and say, "It's your artifact. Do you have any input on how we go about this? Any insight from your gods?"
Not that I remember receiving. I mostly currently know about where to start looking for it. I was actually going to start meditating on that tonight and see if I could get any insight on how to obtain the item.
Fair enough. And I know, Throgrim, you said that you had wanted to maybe change up your spells overnight, so I think that this is maybe a good time for you guys to wrap up with your day and take your long rest, unless there's anything that you guys would have liked to have done around camp for the evening.
One thing I'm going to do, I know we're trying to find the best out of the way area. I'm going to prestidigitate all of us to no longer reek of the road to where it can't sniff us out so easily. So just kind of go around to everybody and be like, "There, you're clean."
Tegro, I don't know if this is accurate, but I feel like you've probably had your stink for a while. Do you feel abandoned without it?
A little bit, yes. I like a little stink, but it's okay. I'm sure everybody is not super happy with it.
Wait,
it's an orc thing.
Stunk this whole time? I didn't know that.
I have probably not bathed since before that wedding that we originally met for, a couple of weeks ago.
And honestly, probably neither has Karasu since before meeting you guys.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's why he's probably like, you know what? These guys have good sniffers. Why don't I get rid of our smell so he can't smell?
Although there was that issue with the donkey in the river. So we've kind of bathed.
You did get a little wet there, yeah.
Jean and Rain were the only ones that ever took a bath.
And let's just say they didn't get very clean.
They got squeaky clean, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's what we'll go with.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Well, speaking of Rain, as you guys fall asleep, she is off on a bit of a journey of her own. Can you see that new map?
I can.
Awesome. So you've arrived at Toa, and you've successfully kind of snuck your way underground and into the grottos, not really noticing anybody here along your way. As you make your way into the haunted depths of the monastery, and you make your way into this underground grotto just filled with black rock, you notice that there's these purple flaming lights kind of lit up all around you and all around this obelisk that, clearly stands out in the center of the room. As you approach the black obelisk, you'll find your mentor, Gyatso, chained to it. The man who was like a father to Rain, but also kind of betrayed her and locked her up. He looks up at you, and in his desperate eyes, he pleads to you. And in your head, you hear, "Cut his throat." And looking down in your hand, there's a dagger suddenly there. It's the same dagger that you had used to cut Jean's hair just a few days before. A strange thought in the moment as you reach forward and draw the dagger across his throat.
So as Rain raises the dagger to his throat, She tries to muster every last shred of her willpower to stop. And hesitating to look into her mentor's eyes, hoping and praying to find forgiveness for what she might do. But instead she finds fear and recognition of the monster inside her. Recognition that he was right to lock her away. And as his warm blood spills on her hands, a small part of her is ashamed that she is glad she will never have to see those eyes again.
And as the blood spills across the dagger turns into a jagged, bloody piece of this greenish white stone, almost the color of what looks to be like rotting bone, and a broken maze of pattern comes out of the center of the blade and runs along the length of the blade. And slowly behind you, you hear a slow clap. And as you turn around, you'll notice that there is a man who is walking forward. You almost do a double take for a moment, as this man looks a lot like Jean. Except for he's maybe a little bit taller, maybe a little bit broader in the shoulders, maybe a little older. He's got this, long golden hair that flows down to his shoulders in a black iron circlet around his head. And he's dressed in these flowing robes of this fine black silk. And we're going to leave that there, and we're going to bounce back over to the rest of the group who is waking up for the morning.
What the fuck?
Daddy, no!
He's going to say, Daddy, yes. Like that one,
that made my day.
Like that one SpongeBob bit. Oh God! Wow, this is the turntables turn.
We've corrupted Will.
What the hell? Okay.
I'm having a great day. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, as you guys are all like waking up for the day, at least you didn't have to keep an eye on Rain overnight, right?
Best sleep of our life.
Yeah, I don't talk to anybody over the during the evening or during the night. I just kind of sit in front of the fire, and then my knees kind of curled up against my chest, just gazing into the fire, and sleep fitfully. I think I probably have a nightmare or two about rain or something like that. And I wake up probably with less sleep or less trance time, whatever. Then obviously I'm full rested, but I look like shit.
Ross, you spent all night talking to Doth about how to murder her. No, I'm kidding.
And Thorgrim.
I'm trying to change the aid spell to enhance ability. Because that's what I would have.
If you go to the spells in your character sheet, you should be able to toggle your prepared spells, and you can turn on and off the spells that you have prepared. And so if you turn that off, like the prepared toggle, you should be able to see all of your spells, and then you should be able to interchange them from there if you have those available spells.
He might have to drag and drop it into his character sheet first, though, because at least for me, whenever I make a cleric or druid, Roll20 does not offer all my spells. It only, I have to drag it over.
What?
When I want to use it.
That's frustrating.
You just drag it into your spell category?
Yep, just drag and drop it from the compendium, and then after that, yeah, you can fiddle around with the toggle, but you kind of have to do that first bout.
I wish
Very
we had a
frustrating.
bard.
It says it was
Sorry.
successfully dropped. Okay, there it is. Thank you.
That would be a great this would be a great time for a bard to help us stack onto this really important check.
Oh, you wish we had a bard? Oh, trust me, I've been working on one. You can ask Sarah about it.
Let's not.
Jack Wagger. Oh, it's gonna be a fun one.
What?
Oh yeah. He's gonna be a glamour bard, and after everything he does, he's gonna issue the command masturbate because you get free commands. And God help anyone who fails that DC save.
I get Rain. I get the reaction. I support it. I agree.
I may also be on that same page.
Yeah.
His bio is goblins.
You guys are
Goblins
sitting
jerking all
around,
over the land.
waking up for the day. It sounds like Will didn't get, or not Will, Jean didn't get very good sleep. Anything else that you guys kind of do for preparation before heading towards this destination? All right, yes, I remember, Thegro, you said that you wanted to meditate on trying to see which of these two options is going to be the best option. Will you go ahead and roll me a d20, please?
Okay. D20. A 16.
So you get the sense that probably trying to put it to sleep is going to be the best option, and then trying to sneak by it and grab it.
Okay. Okay.
You also get the sense that this might not be in every person on this mission. It might be best to kind of not split up the party, but like have a group to distract and try and play that music while you try and go and grab your artifact.
All right. Cool.
All right. So, that being said, you guys begin to spread out, and not very far, but start to search throughout this area that you had seen the signs of this, very large three-headed animal in the vicinity of. And throughout the day, you're able to kind of track down a little bit more of a locality and get a little bit closer and closer and closer until you find a cave, kind of in the smack dab in the middle of this little valley. It's a big area for it to kind of run around in. You get the sense of, and maybe it's been bouncing off the walls, kind of having fun in there. And you do see that there's this one rather large tree that looks to be dead, but it also looks like maybe something had been breaking off the branches and like chewing on them like dogs do. So you see like broken sticks kind of in the vicinity as well. And in that kind of valley, you see a cave wall, or a kind of a cave entrance up against the canyon wall. What sort of order would you guys like to try and approach this cave entrance?
I do have one question first, DM.
Go ahead.
The second or third episode, where me and Rain played music at Dolithum Mine, did I use an instrument, or did I just whistle?
I think that you had just whistled. I know that Rogrim had sung along with one of the things, and I know Thegro had played the drums in one of the occasions as well. I don't remember. I think Karasu just cried that one night that they got drunk. And did you lead them in a song, or did you just try and change the song? I can't
rolled a
remember.
nat 20. I led them in a hell of a song to close it out.
As like,
But yeah, he was whistling and shit like that.
Okay. And I am gonna do something different this however, I'm just gonna warn you, Canyon. I don't think it is and I don't mean this in an offensive way. I'm not sure enough people watch this video, and especially people who will recognize this watch this video, but it may get this video copy struck.
You're fine. We are so before that worry.
Yeah, I figured. Okay.
Just look at the Mickey Mouse whistle. I think that's out of copyright, right?
Yeah. Disney will come down.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding. So yeah, if you guys like to approach the cave.
Thorgrim, I think you and I need to go together. I think because I need your guidance.
Let me take care of that right now.
Not just that. That only lasts a minute. I need you to enhance my ability and to guide me.
To be fair, I believe that both of those are concentration spells.
Yeah, they're both concentration.
Fuck! I don't think we should do this thing, guys. Then
I have faith
that means
in you.
you guys, that means I only have a +2 to performance.
Oh, you'll be fine, lad. It'll be all right. We've got all of the gear to back up.
What does Doth do?
I can play the drums with you if you'd like.
I don't know if my character wants to do this. I don't want to die. I really don't want to die. This feels like a circumstance where if I fail, I die. Sorry, guys.
Well,
I don't know.
All right, Doth. Looks like I'll enhance your abilities.
All right.
I'll help Doth, but if I fail, I'm probably gonna die.
Why don't the three of us go in then and try and do this, or Karasu, you can join us as well, and that way we're all together and things go badly.
I agree.
Before we begin, real quick, does anybody have pass without a trace?
No.
I might need it.
Doth will raise his turtley hand. Yes.
It might come in handy for this.
Well, I think he has to go with you.
Do you want me to stick with you then?
I think actually,
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea.
you can
Or
cast
you just
up
take
on
off your
people.
breastplate. Or take
Oh, yeah,
off
that
your
too.
breastplate.
Yeah, I'll take off my breastplate.
No, you can sneak with the breastplate. It does not impose disadvantage.
Yeah, with disadvantage.
No, breastplates don't impose disadvantage. Only chainmail, half plate, scale mail.
Pretty sure breastplates do.
I'm sure you got a scale mail. Did you get a scale mail, Thegro?
No,
It
I
does
think it was. I think it might have been the half plate.
Breastplates do not impose disadvantage on stealth. I'm looking at it right now.
Breastplates do not, but half plates and scale mail do.
Yeah, they absolutely do. They're and full plate, especially full plate.
Yeah.
I know that very well.
Thegro, bounce out of your inventory. Tell us what you got.
That's actually what I'm doing, and I actually don't even know if I added it now that I think about it.
I think I could do the skill check. If Doth helps me, if Doth, helps me and gives me advantage, and then Thorgrim, you give me guidance. I think that could work.
Or enhanceability.
Here's the issue: if Doth is doing Pass Without a Trace, he can't give you the other one too.
I'm pretty sure Pass Without a Trace is something that you can cast on someone and you don't need to be with them.
I thought you had to be
But
with them.
It focuses around you, and I think it's concentration.
Yeah, it's like an aura around you.
Within 30. Yeah, it's within 30 feet. Yeah, fuck. Okay.
I'll stand next to you. Next to you. Worst case scenario, if you piss it off, I'll shoot him in the face with an arrow and then run.
We're gonna die if we piss it off. Yeah, nobody here has musical talent.
Yeah, if Thegra, if you're gonna sneak, and you want Pass Without a Trace, the only buff I can get is guidance.
Okay. What's guidance
It's either
do? I'm really sorry.
Guidance
what's your performance?
+2.
Yeah, mine's +2 as well. I was gonna say we can see who's more.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say when my ability to do music is pretty academic.
You guys could try and go and find the big ball.
Who's a good
You know
boy?
what? I'll just try to aid you in it. I'll try to give you advantage on the roll. That's what I can do. I can try to assist you. I'll do backup a cappella.
Okay. Would you allow that, DM?
So I've got a breastplate on, yeah. So it took me a minute to find it. Got a breastplate equipped, so I can take that off if need be.
You don't have to take it off.
Okay.
You're good.
Cool.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Okay.
He's hiding in my breastplate.
All right.
And then I think in an answer to your question, I don't think we could do a double advantage on there because if Throgrim's casting enhanceability, that already gives you the advantage, right?
Yeah.
I'll
never
just
mind
do
then.
guidance then.
Oh,
Yeah. Guidance, and then Karasu. If you want
Backup
to help
sings?
me, just follow my lead. Okay. So we're gonna go in.
and if shit hits the fan, fall behind me.
Well, yeah, we'll see if we can get out of this. I really liked playing this character. I hope I don't die.
So we've got Team 1 with Jean, Karasu, and Throgrim going in to try and play some music and put it to sleep. And then we've got Team 2 going in once the creature's asleep and trying to sneak around and find the artifact. Does that sound right?
That is the plan.
Awesome. Give me just one moment here. All right. Can you guys see where you are at on the map?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. Team 1, I'm going to go ahead and move you guys in
It's a
up to
spooky looking dog.
here.
Wait.
He's just a puppy.
Yeah, that dog looks scary.
Just a big
So
puppy,
friendly.
guys.
It's just a baby.
Giant three-headed baby. That's all.
And then let's go ahead and get your enhance ability, or you said guidance, right?
Yeah, I'll cast guidance on Jean.
All right, and then Jean, let's go ahead and get that performance roll at advantage, and then give us a little bit of an idea of what that song sounds like.
Oh yeah. One second. Asking ChatGPT to do something.
Oh, whoa.
This may
Still
work.
think-
This may not work.
Dabba-dab.
Let's see if I make the check first. advantage, and then guidance.
But don't forget that D4.
Yeah, that D4 is crucial. Oh God. Damn it! I knew this was gonna happen.
Roll that. Roll that D4.
Roll 20.
No, roll that D4.
D4.
Maybe it's not that high of a DC.
Oh, you got it, man.
12.
The
I'm gonna
DC
die.
was 12.
I'm gonna die.
The DC was 12. You got it.
Okay. Hold on.
Well, that's a fucking win.
Wow. Okay. Okay. 1 second. Okay. ChatGPT, that was disappointing. Oh, because of copyright, whatever. Okay, cool. I walk into the cave very slowly and kind of looking around. I begin to sing in Elvish, but I don't know the Elvish words off the top of my head, but this is what it sounds like. The evening hangs beneath the moon, a silver thread on darkened dune. With closing eyes and resting head, I know that sleep is coming soon. Upon my pillow, safe in bed, 1,000 pictures fill my head. I cannot sleep, my eyes are aflight, and yet my limbs seem made of lead. If there are noises in the night, what dreams
slowly elbowing.
make of dark
He's asleep.
and deep?
Shut the fuck up, Jay.
He's asleep, mate.
Really? Okay, cool.
Yeah, but you also have to keep the song going because you notice, like, when the moment that you stop, it starts up again. But yeah, as you guys
keep
walk,
singing.
Dark and deep.
As you guys start to put it to sleep, we're going to bounce back over to Toa with Rain. Great job on that too, by the way.
Yeah,
Will.
that was awesome.
Yeah, good job.
If any of you are choir nerds, that is Eric Whitaker, the bass part of Eric Whitaker's Sleep, which I've always wanted to incorporate into a magic spell because it's so weird and ethereal. I'll have to find the Spotify link and link it to everyone so you can hear the song in context.
I dig it.
All the parts.
Yep.
That was nice. I liked it.
That was awesome.
Well, Rain, as you are still standing here, some blood on your hands, a man will walk forward towards you, and as he approaches, he'll smile and introduce himself and say, "Hello, I am Prince Matthew Devant, and it seems as though Thrisden wants us to be working together."
The fuck? What the fuck?
Is that so?
It seems that way, and it seems he'll indicate dead Gyatso kind of over there on the obelisk, that you may be willing.
Just eyes Gyatso, and there would be definitely a mix of emotions, but she doesn't She does her best not to necessarily express them all, but looks back at him and she's just like, well, what is your role in all of this then?
Well, it seems that you and I are very similar, as we have been touched by Thurisdan. And from my studies of this gift, I would say it seems as though we've become avatars of him until he can release himself back on the world. And that is all part of our plan, is to bring Thurisdan and some of the other betrayer gods back.
Do you know which ones are working with him?
Well, I've got one of my brothers, Gregor. He's working on bringing Grumsh back with the orcs. And my other brother, Philippe, is working with the Dark Elves in the east to try and bring back Lolth.
How much do I assume I know the main pantheon, like, is that just something everyone knows?
Yeah, especially growing up in a, religious setting too. I mean, you focused a lot of the studies on the prime deities, but you would know that the betrayer gods, you would know of them for sure, and I would say a decent background of them too.
What was the name of the Prince of Lies again? Can't remember his name ever.
Oh.
Let me look. I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
Not Asmodeus.
That one. Yeah, I think that's it. In that case, she'll just kind of say, I'm honestly surprised Asmodeus isn't among them. Something like this, I would think he would jump at.
Well, I'll talk to my father, and maybe he would be willing to bring another betrayer god in, too. Great idea, Rain. You'll write it down.
In her head, shit. Just trying to be friendly conversation, not give him ideas. Well, what is your role in this situation here exactly? Just to meet me.
As I said, I've been given some gifts of Thurisdan, and through those gifts I've seen your journey so far, and I've seen Simone de Noir. He'll kind of say it a little belittlingly, and kind of makes it clear oh shit, he knows.
He knows, yeah.
Even recently about that, he can at least see through maybe some sort of vision that you share with Thurisdan. And he'll kind of describe what he needs your help with, and he'll indicate to the obelisk behind you and say, this is one of 3 pillars that we need to activate. There are 2 more. Will you come with me and help me to activate them?
Now.
Indeed.
Certainly, but there is something I'd like to finish here in Toa first. Would it be alright to wait a day before we leave?
He'll nod his head and say, that's fine. My minions also have some cleanup work to do here as well. And you'll notice that in the background, you've been kind of focused on him for a while now, but in the background you'll notice that there's a bunch of little goblins that are all kind of running around and carrying looted goods and shit like that. Roll me an insight check.
Yep. a nat 20.
I think you may put the 2 and 2 together that these might have been the goblins that came down here originally and may have, started this chain of events. Also linking this gentleman here to those chain of events as well. And also you put like that 2 and 2 together that they're the ones who have, recently burned this entire place to the ground.
She's definitely trying to keep that inside. Bury that shit down right now. And she's just, well, you and your goblins certainly were efficient here.
You will see that with the power of the Risden, together we will be most efficient with our conquest of this world.
Of course. I'll go finish my business then, and where should I meet you?
We can meet on the bridge that connects, the bridge that basically connects like this outcrop of rock where the monastery is to the mainland.
And then she'll just nod and turn and walk away.
All right. And we will bounce back to the cave, where you guys have successfully put this creature to sleep. And I would say, Thegro, go ahead and roll me your stealth check here. You get to add a +10 to it because of Doth's Pass Without a Trace. And I would say that you can also roll that at advantage because the creature is asleep.
Okay.
And I would say in the distance, in like your vision, Thegro, you get like this throb, like, okay, we need to go right over here.
Okay. God bless America. 15, even with advantage, it looks like.
Oh, no.
All right. You begin to sneak right past this creature. And as you go past it, I think that there's a moment where you're like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, just looking around and like, oh shit. But nothing happens. And as you make your way forward, you see, as you're looking down, it almost looks like a simple belt at first.
Okay.
But as you look a little bit closer, you notice that there's this kind of symbol of cord on there. And looking a little bit closer, it looks like there's this really fine ivory that kind of holds this girdle's clasps together. And as you pick it up, you know that this is the item that you were meant to have, that's been kind of granted to you by the gods to combat this evil power coming back into the land.
Nice. I'm going to keep not breathing, and I'm going to try to sneak my ass out of here.
You got it. And I'm going to drop an item into your inventory. This does need to be attuned to you, and
Okay.
You can do that, throughout the evening. But check it out. This is a pretty fun little item that I think that you have in store for you here.
Sweet.
Also,
Thank you.
storm giant strength, right?
The dormant storm girdle.
And you guys make your way back out of the cave. And as you exit, or Thegro and Doth get out of there, they'll kind of give you like that thumbs up as they pass, letting you know that, you got that shit, everything's good. And back with Jean, Karasu, and Throgrim, what do you guys do?
Slowly back
Right.
out of the cave.
And I will keep singing.
So you keep singing as you back out of the cave. At what point do you stop singing?
As long as I can keep bouncing my voice off of the cave walls, I'll keep singing.
Yeah, also
So
you get pretty close to like the cave entrance, and as you get there, you can notice that it starts to like, you know, snuffle a little bit, like pick one of its head up and like look around and put it back down, and you know, do that like dog roll where they like roll out on their back and do that like long stretch up into the air and like and Doth will wave over to you guys, and he's got like a portal opened up inside the tree over there, and as you guys kind of run forward and enter into the portal, you guys right through and step into a new destination.
Toa, right? They came to Toa, didn't they?
No.
Yeah, of course they have to go there. Doth,
Wait, yeah,
let's go there.
Yeah, where did Doth take us?
She
You guys
said
will
she
find
was
out
from
shortly.
Toa?
Yeah.
You will find out shortly. We'll bounce back over to Rain, and I would say that a little bit of time has passed. What are you going about the little island out here doing?
I'm leaving, and I'm heading to try to stealthily sneak out of this fucking village and fucking run for my life. That's what I'm doing. I am trying to book it and run away.
So as you kind of sneak out and get towards the bridge here, I'm going to need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
No.
I give her advantage. She remembers all the kind shit that everybody said to her.
15?
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I don't know. I failed
Right.
on a 16 once.
You are able to push through and run as fast as you can across the bridge, finding yourself in the wilderness outside of Toa.
And I'm just continuing to run. I'm trying to get as much distance as I can away from all of that, away from the goblins, away from him. Just running. I don't even fucking know where. They're so far away from me. I can't. Just running. But mostly as much in the woods and hidden as possible.
All right. Bouncing back over to the other group, you guys find yourselves on the shore of a ocean right here, kind of looking out into the distance. You notice that you guys are on like this sandy beach. There's these waves kind of crashing along the ocean here. The trees that you have stepped out of are a little bit more of like that sort of Amazon tropical like jungle trees versus the tree that you stepped into, which was like a scraggly little like Joshua tree almost. And as you kind of step through this tree, you guys notice that there's a little fishing village not too far out in the distance. And Doth will look over to you guys and say, well, this was about as close to Draconia as I could get us, and we might be able to find a fishing vessel that can take us to Draconia from here.
Draconia. Got you.
Yeah, it's the next it's the location of the next artifact south of Weum Canyon Gorge where we just were.
Well,
This I think is, I look out at the ocean, this is we're on the Menagerie Coast right now.
You are correct.
well, then let us not dilly-dally the day.
Wait.
Wrong one. This
That was a
one.
neat picture.
Yeah, no, there's no way I could intuit that Rain went home.
Yeah, you guys have no idea. You looked back and she was just gone.
Yeah, there's no way I could. Yeah, there's no way I could come up with that. Yeah, let's just as we walk into the village, I remind everyone. Okay, now we call me Simone de Noir. Right?
Yeah.
Other
that's
people?
a given.
I'm Simone. Among us, Jean. But in front of other
Doc
people.
will give you like a total thumbs up.
All right.
Hey.
All right, let's go.
Well, Thagro, how's it feel? The artifact.
Feel the power coming off of it, and I am very excited to see how it works in battle.
Well, we'll get a chance. Don't you worry.
You got surprisingly lucky with that.
I would say though at this point, I know that you can see it, Thegro, but I don't know that you would have much of an idea of what it would actually do. Like, other than your magic axe, this might be like one of the very first magic items that you've ever seen, and you have not quite attuned to it yet, so you don't really get the sense of what it might be capable of in battle. That being said, I don't know if either Throgrim or Simone, as you guys are entering into the village, might have identify.
I do. I could. Once we get our ship and we get settled, I could see if I could see what it is and what it does and what its limits are. But I'm not sure I'll be that much help, since the last time I tried that with the Goblet of Arathis, that my powers were useless. So perhaps I will be unable to tell you, but I will try.
I do not have identify.
Well, let's go find that ship.
All right, and as you guys kind of approach, this is just a collection of, let's call it 4 or 5 little huts, kind of built up with the. Have you guys seen in? I think it's like in some like Southeast Asia or like maybe Indonesia, where they've got like almost those raised kind of platform houses. So the tide can kind of come in underneath the house, and it's still kind of like raised up. You see a collection of 4 or 5 of those. A little bit of like a wooden, almost looks like bamboo walkway kind of coming up from the ground where you guys are into this little collection of houses over here. At this point of time in the day, you could see that almost all of the boats in the village are out on the water. There is one boat that's still kind of docked at the moment. Though I would say with even just an untrained eye, it looks like this boat maybe needs a little bit of work. Maybe a broken mast. It looks like it's leaking just a little bit, like just listing to one side. And throughout the village, you'll notice that it's mostly a collection of women who are still in town.
Looks like we may have to wait. All the men with boats are out fishing.
I'm sorry, I missed all of that. My internet crashed again.
Only one boat on the docks.
We're in a village of beautiful fishing women.
That too.
Harassing stresses. All right, gentlemen, looks like the rest of the journey is yours to take. I'll hold down the fort. So the entire village is beautiful women.
Who probably have husbands.
Yeah, they're fishing.
I look over at Karasu.
Just because
probably-
there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
Actually, it does mean that.
I know. I was quoting actually another D&D group. They have some funny one-liners.
How are you my mother's brother?
He doesn't seem very much like his other brother that you've met, Roland, like, who was definitely like a lot more the image of a knight that you've kind of idolized.
Wait, actually, wait.
Let's just say.
I need to find my other uncle. No offense, Karasu, but maybe Roland might be able to help us.
Oh, none taken. I was always the castaway. That's a good question. I don't really know where many of our family members are.
The last that you remember, Jean, he was still in Molaismere. Though you also think like he definitely would not have gone along with his brother-in-law.
I on second thought, he might be dead. I mustn't think of that.
Well, things are just looking more and more up, aren't they, for our good family? Let's just say I've always been rather the black sheep. I've grown more accustomed to the wilds than the comfort, so to speak, of civilization.
I suppose that's I suppose in the sense that we are black sheep, we are most alike. I guess I'm unless anyone else wants to take the lead of finding a ship, I might do that. As we're walking into the village, are there any women who don't look like they're busy with anything right now?
I mean, not generally. Like, this is a small fishing village, so there's almost always like a task to do, but there's also like less distractible tasks. Like if you see like somebody who's like hanging her washing on like a little line, you know that I could probably go over and bug her, as opposed to like the lady who's like gutting a fish.
Okay. I'll walk up to the lady gutting a fish, and I will say, "Good wife, might we know the hour your husband is returning from the ocean? We are looking for a boat with passage to Draconia. We're prepared to pay handsomely."
She'll hold up kind of like a sun-beaten hand and just kind of like look up at the sun through it. I don't know, maybe 2-3 hours and it'll be back home.
Very well. Is there do you think your husband would be willing to give us passage to Draconia?
It depends on the taste of your gold, laddie.
How does I'm gonna check how much gold I have.
She'll like shove a bunch of fish guts into a barrel below you guys and just put her hands on her hips, and you get the sense that maybe you chose the right person for this, because she'll force her husband into it for, you know, not any price, but like she's the one
decent price.
Yeah, you get the sense that she's the one who wears the pants in this family, and she'll like wherever her husband goes is where she has told him to go.
I guess I should ask, are the waters outside of this village safe? I mean,
no.
I don't think these boats... No?
Nobody ever really sees past here on the, Menagerie coast.
Maybe we should... I mean, I look back at the group. Maybe we should chance the journey overland, fellas. I mean... I'm not trying. I mean, I look out at like just the general shape. I know the ship in the dock isn't looking the best, but like how big is it? Is it like a raft? Is it like what are we working
No,
with
I'd
here?
say it's like a small little, like I'd call it sailboat size, like maybe a little bit larger. Like it can definitely fit all of you guys comfortably on there, and there do look to be some like larger fishing vessels out on the water as well. But I mean, this is a simple, poor little town too, so it's not like you found the best of the fishing villages. This is just like a close to Draconia.
Here's the thing, though. You need to remember, Simone. They, when in the forest, trust a hunter. When at sea, trust a fisherman. I'm sure if things get bad enough, he could turn around.
Well, the fisherman's wife is telling us that the ocean is dangerous. Good wife.
She didn't say impassable.
We're also like, you guys got to think too. We're also in like a time period where not a lot of people stray too far from the coast. Like going out into the open water is not a death sentence, but not everybody returns, and not often do they return. It's like this continent is very isolated as well. Like they have not sailed and colonized some of the other lands around. Like this is a time period too where you stick close to the coast at the end of the day.
Good wife, if
there is no way to
had
cross via land, is there?
No, I mean, Draconia is not an island. It's just on the other side of the peninsula.
Well, then we could hug the coastline. You don't have to sail out to the sea.
Do pirates ever attack this village? By the way, I'm Simone Dinois. These are my compatriots. May I know the pleasure of your name, good wife?
Hello, I'm Ellie.
What was her name? Sorry.
Ellie.
Ellie. Do pirates attack this village ever?
No, not often. It's a little bit further east that you really get the pirate problems.
And east is where we're going, right, Duff?
Well, yes, I mean, we are going east, but we kind of have to, don't we?
I mean, it's that or climb a mountain, I guess.
I mean, we are experienced at doing that, aren't we? We have a lot of experience doing that.
We're rather not
like a
do high
lot of miles
altitude
of mountain,
again.
though.
I would rather do something I know how to do than drown at sea.
That's why we hug the coastline. If it's on the other side of that, then we don't have to go out into the ocean. We just hug the coast and go around it.
Doth, could you turn into some kind of sea beast and carry us across?
Well, I don't think so, but I could try. The
Go whale hunting.
We need to go underwater to like breathe and stuff, so you'd have to kind of deal with that every now and then.
Maybe Doth can help defend the ship if needs be. All right, Ellie, how about would your husband do it for 50 gold?
I think I could talk him into it.
All right.
Thorgrim whispers, "You have 50 gold?"
Yes, that's all I have. I look at Thorgrim like, shut the fuck up, dude.
I would have had 25 gold if somebody didn't want a painting.
I only have 8.
Yes, I have 0 now because somebody wanted a painting.
I look over at Thorgrim. Maybe the generous cleric would contribute as a matter of alms 8 gold after we all sacrificed to accommodate the painting.
Greatly, by the way,
as far as I'm concerned,
the painting.
That painting was priceless.
Tell him, Simone. Tell him.
I swear, everything bad that has started to happen to us happened after we got the damned painting.
Agree. Rossi's riling himself up.
Thagro, I told you, the elves do not like art.
No, they don't.
Swear to gods.
Excuse.
I do have some gold that I can donate to the process.
Yes,
All right,
I
very
have
well.
8 pieces.
If it
Much
helps
obliged.
give you, if it helps give you peace of mind, L, we are happy to guard the ship and guard your husband as he takes us on our journey to Draconia.
You know, if it would be safer for us, but they don't leave us.
Reach out her hand.
We could now have later type of deal. So he doesn't leave us off to pirates or something.
Sure, 50 gold now, 50 gold when you get him back.
I don't
no.
think that. I
That's
think
not what I
this. I think this salt of the earth, woman is good to her word and is. I don't think these people are going to sell us off to pirates. I'm gonna give her an insight check, just to aid my belief in the goodness of this person.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hopefully, I am not wrong.
He's just totally selling you to pirates.
Like,
Oh
I
yeah,
whisper-
16. 16. What do I think?
You get good vibes.
Okay.
But I whisper, we can't offer 50 gold if we don't have it. I won't lie to the woman.
We have 50 gold. Yes,
We have 50 gold between us.
Yes, we have 50 gold between us.
Why do
My
you need
God.
my 8 pieces then? That's all I have.
Because
Because it was your fault.
Because
Yeah.
of the painting. It's the principle
Yes.
of the matter now.
brain's gone because of you. I'm kidding. I don't say that. That's stupid. That's a stupid thing. That's a stupid thing. That is a
On
stupid
that,
thing. that
Karasu
Commandant
kneels
said.
down and starts helping her gut fish.
All right. Is there any way we can make ourselves of assistance while we wait for your husband to return?
Well, I've got this pile of fish here you can help me gut. She'll like point over her shoulder.
Yes, perhaps Thagro, Doth, and
I
Drogon.
got
Perhaps
it.
we could set. Wait, I pull my uncle aside. What are you doing?
Helping.
I'm gonna be busy for a minute, Doth just says, and he like turns into a, let's call it a killer whale, and just like hops into the water behind you guys. I gotta practice something.
That's the whole time? What the hell, man? What is that?
Beasts
You
get
did
that
see
big
him
in
turn
the sea.
into a giant spider last episode too, to climb across the rock wall.
Oh, that's right. But you can turn into. I don't know what whales are. I don't fucking know what whales are. You can turn into a leviathan.
I mean, in the Feywild, I'd see him floating across the trees every now and then. There's some weird shit out there in the world.
He'll like spout up and just like the water out of his spout and just be like, yeah. Go back under.
Okay, all right. And anyway, I pull Karasu aside. What are you doing? We are, we're Bellatori. We don't do that. we fight.
Yes.
We don't work.
Yes, yes. At home. At home we are.
No.
See, when you're out in the wilds, you get good at things that others would look down on.
No.
You elves look down on work.
It's called survival,
Elves-
son. it's a
elves
key,
don't look-
crucial thing.
We don't look down on work. It's just that the natural order of the world is that people like me and Karasu are warriors. We defend the people who do the work. Our task is to fight and to die if needs must.
Our task currently is to help. And if something comes up, these kind folk are besieged to flex our muscles a little. But in the meantime, what are we going to do? Sit here and stare at them?
Yes, I was under the impression that's how the world works.
He smiles.
That
I
explains your
understand.
dainty elf hands. And I start.
All right,
Fish.
that's enough out of you. He's gonna walk
Come,
Simone
Thorogrim,
away.
Or Thagro, let's show him how it's done.
Yes,
And, I start cutting
working
the fish.
class. He just smirks at Thorogrim.
I've seen you, Thorogrim, don't you give me shit. I've seen you try to, and I say this in quotes, collect sticks for fire.
That's the code for.
Yes, that's
important.
you guys are not good at your secret talks, by the way. Just throwing this all out here now.
No, that's
See how we're all airing our grievances.
Oh, if only Rain were there for this.
I will walk over and help, and I will pick up a fish, and I will pick up a knife, and let me do something. Let me just do something.
Rossi will try to guide him through it and coach him, explain how to gut and clean fish.
Okay, all right. I throw up in my mouth, but I'm fine.
I think as you're doing this too, you almost get this feeling like my dad would never do this or have allowed this, and it's almost a comforting feeling at the same time too that you are actually doing this because you're nothing like your father, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you're convincing yourself too.
Rossi's just kind of kneeling next to you, just doing the same steps. Feels good not to be a part of a system, right? That assholes deem.
Well, it's not all bad. I think it's I think it's good that our role is to defend people, and that people don't have to throw themselves into their own defense when they're not trained to do so, and they die.
Counterpoint to that, though, is the sad thing I saw. A lot of us wayfinders still carry that mentality, but when you're out in the middle of nowhere and you have to fend, there's no kind soul to skin and fillet your meat. You either do it yourself or you starve. Well, it's good to know these things.
When you're by yourself, of course, I mean, I have to, I have to got my own, kills and, roast my own food and stuff. That that makes sense. But I'm starting to think that these rules don't make any sense.
He smiles. You're starting to understand. I am proud of you. You did good on the fish.
I'm trying my best. I hope wherever Rain is, she's okay. I can't believe we lost her. What?
She's
running for my life.
Girl.
I don't know if you could see the camera. I was doing that.
Girl. I'm sure she found her way.
Just hope she isn't locked up in some abominable hellscape somewhere.
Why would you even think that? She knows how to take care of
she's
herself.
Probably full sprint away from danger. She's fine.
I mean, she just disappeared.
Yes. Rather alarming. I don't like the fact our gods don't do much but give us visions, but hers seems pretty powerful.
She may not be on this. I mean, she may not even be on this plane anymore.
Hopefully she's not in the Feywild. But that's fun.
She could be in the abyss or the hells.
It is true. Suppose that would suck.
It's scary to even think about. I prayed for the first time in decades last night to Lorien. What was that?
You broke up.
Yeah, you broke up real bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I said, why don't we do a patrol? Make sure no bandits or ruffians are lounging about.
What if she's invisible and can't talk, and she's just right here next to us and can't say or hear anything or do anything?
Oh, she would reach out in some way. I mean,
I bet she would.
no.
He just smirks.
No. You don't even know that happened.
Yes, he does. He,
shit.
Yeah, he incited me.
He was not very convincing, and I rolled like a nat 20 on
the only one
insight.
who doesn't know.
So he totally could make that joke.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled like a nat 20 on that insight. She was not fooling anybody. But yeah, he just like, why don't we do a round? Make sure no ruffians are laying about.
I don't think we need to. I think we're in a safe place. Let's just focus on the task at hand and let the hours go by. I'm sure we'll be finished soon, and the men will be back, and we can we'll have our ship and we'll be on our way.
He nods. He continues to coach you through cutting fish, skinning, and filleting.
Yeah, and we do that.
You guys kind of continue that work for the rest of the afternoon, and we return to Rain, who is sprinting wildly through the forest, realizing quickly that she has run so fast and so far that what took her, almost 2 days with her brother previously is something that she did with, dashing, step of the wind, like just using all of her get the fuck out of here abilities. She finds herself near the ruins of Sepeska, another burned out village that she had visited previously. Again, kind of almost realizing the destruction that, not that she's wrought on the world, but maybe brought about indirectly.
I think she just comes to the edge of the tree line, putting her hand on it, leaning on it, gasping for air from how fucking much running, and just looks out at that destruction too, and it's just this her soul can't sink anymore. It's just too down. Everything that's just recently happened, and she collapses to her knees. Collapses to her knees and, desperate for help and with nothing else to do, she pulls out that wild mother figure she got from Pride's Call and her brother Zither and puts it against the tree and kind of looks at her hands and clasps them awkwardly, and she's just, please help me get back to them. Please.
And as you pray and as you look forward, you see this statue almost split from the inside out as these black, almost tentacles kind of overwhelm it, and you just hear the rattle of chains in your head, and you get the sense that maybe you were too far gone.
Oh no.
Oof.
That's not good.
No.
That's bad.
There's only one thing left to do, Sarah.
Huh?
Seppuku. There's only one thing left to do. Seppuku.
I don't think that didn't cross Rain's mind. Just... Okay, I think at this point she's feeling rather helpless and lost with it all.
It should be...
And, sinks even further from her, like, kneeling and just... I want Jean and his sister. Keep them safe. Don't touch them. Don't fucking go near them. Keep them away from your goo. And then I'll be your queen.
You'll have...
No.
I won't resist.
Jean will be your dark prince.
You don't touch them.
Go and find the pillar in Pride's Call. Activate it. And you have a deal.
And she sits there for a minute crying.
Fuck.
Stands and leaves Zephyr's zither there next to the broken statue. Can you take me back to Toa? To that man.
Go to Pride's Call. He will find you there.
Fine. And in her mind, she apologizes to Jean, even though he can't hear her. And starts heading towards Pride's Call.
Fuck.
And unknown to the rest of you guys, this is all going on, and you guys are kind of sitting around, chatting around this skinning of fish and gutting them out, and eventually the old man, or the old woman's husband comes back. He is also an old man, and she tells him, yeah, you gotta take these guys to Draconia. He's like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you know how long that's gonna take? Yeah, they paid me 50 gold. What?
Yes.
Flabbergasted.
Yes, good sir. Your wife said that you would take us to Draconia for a generous fare of 50 gold, and we would protect the ship along the way. We are, as you can see, the 5 of us are quite capable.
Have any of you, or he's got a different voice, have any of you ever sailed on a ship before? Like, can any of you actually be any help to me?
Rossi raises his hand. In there, not long stretches, but I know my way around ropes.
So one fucking, oh god, we're gonna leave in the morning. You'll like head into the house and like slam the door behind him. So where's my 50 gold?
Your husband's quite a gentleman. He smirks. I see why you are enamored by him.
Yeah, he you know, pretty good in the sack.
I did not need to know that.
Rossi's slapping at his legs, laughing. God, I love the elderly so much.
Good to know. I wish I never knew that.
The elderly and the young, they have just no filters. It's glorious. It makes for good humor.
Okay.
So how much of the 50 did we all want to give here?
I suddenly have none. I have none because of a painting.
I have, and speaking amongst us, I have 100 in total, but I'll give, if I can give a little less than 50, that would be preferable.
I give my 8.
10 from Doth makes 18. How much did you want to throw in, Thegro?
I'm happy to put in, 25, 30. Hopefully 25, but I was hoping to save gold for when we might need it later.
Where did you get all that gold?
I
had it. I can't travel.
If you remember right, he did claim to be a prince the other day when you heard that his dad proclaimed himself king, so he does come from nobility.
I was given a an allowance of sorts to travel upon. I can't travel like a pauper.
Rossi's biting his lip. Turns. I'm gonna go do god duty.
What? Okay. All right, Thegro. How much did you want to contribute?
15.
Another. All right, 15 plus 18. That's.
I can put in more if need be. I'm just hoping to save some also.
All right, 33. That's great, and then I can put in the remaining 27. Wait, 17. And we hand the gold to him.
Or to her, right?
Her, yes.
Because he went inside, slammed the door.
Okay.
She'll take it and she'll like bite a piece and she'll be like, "Oh, it tastes good. Yeah, this is real good." She'll like put it in her pocket. All right, good night. And she'll go and like slam the door with her husband. Opens it again. "You're leaving in the morning," he says, and she'll slam it.
Do you have a place where we could rest?
You'll hear them argue loudly inside for a moment, just back and forth, just you can barely understand it, but you can definitely tell that they're arguing back and forth, and then finally she'll take the book back out again. "You can stay on the floor," and then slam the door shut again.
This is awkward. We should go. We should go. All right. I
leave. Over the shoulder. We could just pitch tents in the middle of the town. I'm sure they won't mind.
Only 10 gold.
Let's give these people some space. Let's give these people some space. We have our bedrolls. We can. Let's do that. Let's do that. This is extremely awkward.
I always laugh that elves have bedrolls. They should have like prayer pads.
Anything that you guys discuss or want to do around your campsite on the beach tonight?
I probably look kind of listfully at the ocean, kind of thinking of Rain, what she's doing right now. I might try and pray, something. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna seek out Thorgrim.
Oh. Thorgrim's just sitting by the fire, just relaxing.
Rossi's fishing. He's just laid out on the beach, casting a line lazily.
I'm gonna work on attuning to my belt.
Oh, Thegro, did you want me to try to see if I could identify the belt?
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, all right. I will ritual cast Identify.
All right.
Belt of the god of evil.
It was a trap!
Played, son!
I take the belt and I set up like a circle of like magic runes and stuff.
After your, I think, 10 minutes that it takes to identify this, you'll be able to tell Thegro and I guess the rest of the group that's probably gathered around that this is a something called the Storm Girdle. And this is also something called a vestige of divergence, one of many, weapons or artifacts that was used during the war between the gods. With this particular one, this has 3 states that it can be used in. Right now it's in the dormant state. He has resistance to lightning and thunder damage when he becomes attuned to it. His strength score becomes 21 if it isn't already 21 or higher. In addition, he can use an action to become a storm avatar for 1 minute and gain the following benefits for that duration. He'll have immunity to lightning damage and thunder damage. When you hit with a weapon attack that normally deals bludgeoning damage, it deals thunder damage instead. When you hit with a weapon attack that normally does piercing or slashing damage, it does lightning damage instead. As a bonus action, you can choose one creature that you see within 30 feet of you to be struck by lightning. That target must make a DC 15 Dex saving throw before it takes 3d6 lightning damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. You can only use that Storm Avatar property once a day. And then, as I said, this also has 2 other phases that I guess it can go into. And right now, you do not know what those 2 additional phases will be quite yet.
By the gods, this is...
You just hear from the beach. It sounds crazy.
Negro will be far beyond all of us. He will be... Few things I can think of will be able to could defeat Thegro, and I sense that is not even the full extent of this belt's full power. It's
and
like
if you're all able to collect items like this, ...
We stand a chance.
we stand a chance.
Thegro, do you by chance want to carry my backpack out of curiosity? It is quite encumbersome.
Oh, thank you.
He just smirks. I'm just playing.
Oh, beach.
Leave. Thegro just upgraded. You are no longer Thegro, you are now Sisyphus.
No.
He just laughs. I'm playing.
I hope Sisyphus is well.
I'm sure he's studying out the rest of his life in absolute glory.
How do you feel about your new power, Thegro?
Different. It feels nice. I hope that I can stay worthy of this power and use it for the betterment of people, and
I would hope so.
Not let my orcish side completely take it over.
I don't think orcs are bad.
No, just especially in the heat of battle, sometimes we get a little carried away, that's all.
I think that's a good thing. I think that's a benefit.
Thorgrim, can you teach me about Pelor?
Well, gladly. Whenever you see the warm rays of sunlight, you know Pelor is with you. But Pelor, he he goes by different names. Some call him the Dawn Father. But he is a supporter of the needy and a destroyer of evil.
I like that. I can get behind that.
Can you quote scripture? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No. I just don't. Besides you know, you, Tegro, and my uncle, and Rain, and no offense, Doth, I haven't known you very long. You are the only people in the world who I can call my family. And it just feels as though there's not much to turn to other than faith.
Well, remember, this is the beginning of an emergence of the deities. They have been quiet for quite some time.
They have.
So, there's much we both need to learn.
Yeah. I just hope they can say whatever's out there. If Pelor or Coralon are listening, that they I look at Thorgrim for some affirmation that I'm saying the right things in the mercy of their hearts. Help our friend Rain.
Well, don't worry. It seems like it might look to us like the wicked gods are winning, or might be more active. But don't be fooled. The gods we worship, they're moving also.
I hope you are right. I will. I don't know much about having faith, but
Well, if you'd like, perhaps I could try to pray with you. Maybe, who knows? Some deity will begin working through you. They already are, in a way, by revealing these artifacts to us.
I don't really have a deity linked to my artifact. At least I don't think so. I don't remember one. That I know of. That's a true statement. I don't remember one.
Well, if it's helping us fight against evil, like it can't be evil, or it can't be a wicked one.
Could be a neutral. He just looks back at everybody.
As long as it's helping us.
I hope it's not neutral. To be neutral in times of great evil is abhorrent. Nobody likes a fence sitter.
Well, you could
also. This is true. But without neutrality, there is no good or evil. What holds the balance?
I think goodness is the only thing that's worth following.
Thorgrim, he's like nodding at that. You're becoming wiser.
Yeah, I'll spend the rest of the night while everyone's awake praying with Thorgrim, or at least letting kind of Thorgrim and instruct me in the basics of like Exandria Catholicism.
Well, since this is a special occasion, we're gonna do something a little different. And I'm pretty sure I have incense somewhere.
All right. Karasu's gonna kind of chime in. You know, it's a lot like fishing sometimes when you pray to the deities. Sometimes you get a catch, sometimes you don't. When you get that catch, don't let it go. That's the only advice I could give.
Maybe I don't have incense. I thought I did.
I mean, you could easily enough have found incense in this little fishing village, too. I mean, they deal with fish guts all day. They need something to smell good.
All right. Fish flavored, it says.
Arrow style.
Right, so, yeah, I light the incense, and I give Jean my prayer book.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I do have, oh, nope, just candles. Yeah, I do have 2 blocks of incense. It's in my priest pack.
Hell yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know how much a block of incense is, but that sounds like a lot, so...
Yeah, probably a lot.
Yeah, so we'll just burn a little bit of it, and I'll give you my book of prayers.
Cool. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Segro, I know you said you spent a little bit of time trying to attune to your new belt. For Karasu, you were fishing. How long do you spend fishing? Do you just take all night, or do you go to bed eventually? Or
I get rest. I'm just trying to relax the brain. He's just kind of sitting there in thought, like, Corlon blessed me. This is so weird. I follow you, matron. And he's like, well, I guess Campy chooses and such. Thank you, Corlon. He will meditate by the sea.
all right. And through the night, as you guys all drift to sleep, Segro, you do get some pretty interesting dreams throughout the night, kind of filled with, the sound of thunder and the flash of lightning, and you almost hear the waves kind of crashing on the shore as the Storm Lord makes himself known in your dreams. You get this let's just call it a really good feeling. Like you feel like this sense just radiating out from you that you are on the right path, and that you made the right decisions, and that you are going to prove worthy of the gods, and that Cord is with you along the way.
They go to sleep very peacefully.
And you guys sleep fitfully throughout the night. Across the land, Rain wakes up the following morning, exhausted from her previous day of running, and probably cried yourself to sleep, do you think?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you wake up not where you fell asleep the night before, and looking around, you do get this sense of familiarity around you. And not too far in the distance, you see those terraced farms that kind of led up to the, upper city village of Pride's Call.
Just takes in a breath. I attuned to my new knife too at some point. I probably didn't actually think to do it. It probably just happened at night while I slept.
I would think so, yeah. Especially with what's going on inside it, too.
Yeah. And as she looks up at all of that, she's just kind of nods like, of course. And stands, brushes off all the dirt, because I don't think she was in a frame of mind to, like, set up tent and all of that.
No, you probably passed out against a tree, like, hugging the tree for, like, comfort.
Curled up in a ball crying. And then just starts heading into Pride's Call. We collapsed that side entrance, though, didn't we? Shit.
I think you did, yeah.
I'm so glad we...
That sunroof. No. That sunroof that was broken. Could I try to climb up somewhere and find that and use rope to climb down?
That's an option. You would also know that there were other things that had come out afterwards, so it's possible that your barrier has been broken down.
I'll check the barrier first.
No.
And then if that...
Yeah, and as you approach the barrier, it definitely looks like something had come out and had knocked down all the stone. Not all of it. I mean, there's still a little bit of a wall to climb over, but something has come out.
And she crawls up over it and gets inside.
Yeah, I would say this place is, like, super eerie, especially this time with none of your friends along with you.
Yeah.
Like, this place is weird. Your every footfall makes an echo that just kind of... It's very creepy throughout the place. And as you make your way kind of through the upper level over here, let's put you over here, and as you're kind of making your way over and past the ooze, you'll come to a little bit of a lake, and you get the sense that you need to cross.
A little weary about going into the water. Can I just go around, or like over here?
Yeah.
You know?
Which way do you want to go? Do you want to go left, right?
Do I get the sense I have to go down this way?
Yeah, you get the sense that whatever you're looking for is somewhere on the southern portion of the map.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll just follow along the bank for now. Like this.
Alright.
As I'm going, though, in my head, I'm like, none of these things are gonna attack me, are they?
You get the sense that no. You're kind of on the same side now, at the end of the day.
Oh, good.
And I would say that about here, you do see like another chamber, another little grotto that looks like it's ancient but recently uncovered over across in this direction. So you'll have to make like a little leap. I'm not even going to make you do a check for it. Your monk's super acrobatic. You just jump right over. And coming around the corner, you see another obelisk. And tied to this one is Uni.
Oh, you are so mean. I just look at her and I have
character, Sarah.
I have one of those, like, I snore, like, it's not because she actually, it's one of those when you're just at the end of your ropes and you find this all, like, amusing somehow, even though it's fucked up, and she just laughs, like, really? And I look up at her like, so how's your day been?
She opens her mouth and tries to talk, but you just get this as you just see this black ooze preventing her from being able to give you any sort of coherent speech.
Kind of just nod, head over. I'm sorry, Uni. I hope this gives you peace. And I take my dagger out and plunge it into her heart to try to make it quick.
And we will leave that there as you get this kind of feeling of like the pillar almost magically, like you can see it's broken on the screen here, it almost magically starts to reform and take that shape, this purple glow with the black kind of taking on this essence throughout the chamber. These lights, these torch sconces just all light up with these purple flames as they did in that last chamber.
And I'll
you get the sense that you've activated this.
And I'll say, Jean and his sister are mine. Remember that.
One more pillar is what you get in response, and we'll bounce back over to, the 4 of you guys all starting up with a bright new day. I'm sure that with the dawn that you see kind of rising up over the beach, and you see this beautiful sunrise kind of rising up in the morning, I'm sure that Throgrim, you take a moment to pull Jean aside and say, look at this, like this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, close your eyes, Jean. Just feel it.
And I try and feel it, and I whatever sense I try desperately to find some sense of hope out of this experience.
Just feel the peace. How do you feel?
Like hope isn't all we have.
That's good. Don't fret, Jean. Just remember this. A little known secret is Palor did defeat the Chained Oblivion long ago. He'll do it again.
Hello? Program?
Yes?
We...
up.
No, I know. As you turn away, I say, Program, and I extend my hand. We will do it again. We will do it.
Aye, lad. Like, I give you a hug with that.
Rasu walks up and pats both of you on the shoulder at the same time.
Paw at you, and pull you in to the hug.
Oh God, we're doing this. Okay.
Fagro.
Rasu hugs you both.
Yep.
Just remember,
get in
this
here.
Is above all of us. If we all
Doc
fall,
comes over and just wraps his arms around you guys too. Just this is nice. This is really nice.
Oh yes, another to the cuddle puddle. Come on in. Come on in. He's all, remember, this is above all of us. If we all fall,
I'll just kind of
fuckers with us.
I'll just kind of walk up to him and bear hug all 3 of them as best as I can.
God, why? Stronger now.
It's good to know I have such strong, faithful companions with me on this journey. I couldn't imagine a better company.
Well, looking at this group, it does not make sense to me. I'm sure the gods could have done better, but you know what? I'm down. We'll make it work.
Up on the dock, you guys just hear this shout of, and you see the old man kind of waving his hand, putting his thumb towards his boat behind him.
We better get going before he has a stroke. I'd like to see Draconia.
I agree. Let's make haste.
What do any of you know of Draconia? I've never been.
I will make
I don't believe
history
my
check.
travels. I roll history too? I don't know if I've been around there.
So I would say, Jean, you don't know too much about Draconia other than it was kind of founded and settled by Dragonborns, and they were kind of isolated in their town, especially since the Calamity. Before the Calamity, Draconia was a town that, you know, pretty much everybody was welcome in, though it was still mostly Dragonborns and dragons who were living there. Nowadays, as I said, it's pretty isolated with a majority of just Dragonborns, and there's kind of like a wall up against outsiders as well.
Well, we may have our work cut out for us. Doesn't seem like we're our kind. Any of us here are maybe Doth. Maybe Doth might be welcome there.
Oh, do you speak Draconic?
Draconic. Sorry.
Yes?
Well, at least we have an inn.
Do any of you speak Draconic?
I sadly speak Elvish, Orcish, Common, and what was that other one I know? I know something else.
No Draconic from me, unfortunately.
Well, can any of you guys turn into dragons?
No.
I can't either. That'd be cool if I could, though. I don't know. I could turn into a lot of animals, but a dragon would be... I don't know. That would be up there.
Let's before we discuss this further, let's actually get on the ship.
I'm actually looking forward to this. I've never been in a boat.
And as you guys kind of head up to the boat, the old man will kind of introduce himself. He's like, sorry for last night. My wife kind of caught me off guard with that. I'm Frederick. This is my vessel over here, the Graceful Maiden. As you can see, she's a fine ship, and he'll give you guys like a little bit of an instruction on like what ropes go where, when the sail should be up, when the sail should be down, how to raise anchor. If he has to, go to the bathroom or go like under deck, he'll give you like an instruction on how to steer at the end of the day. And so, at the start of this journey,
or using the restroom. Is that?
I mean,
how that works?
There's not really much. You kind of go right over here, and he's got like a little poop chair, kind of set up on a railing. It's got like actually a couple of like ropes on there too to tie yourself down in rough weather.
Oh, lovely.
The real world. Oh, this will be so much fun.
Yes. Well,
I'll start helping him get ready to set off.
yeah, we're happy to make ourselves useful.
All right. And you guys set sail into what seems to be maybe this great unknown, as none of you guys have ever really sailed out on open water before. I'd say, Karasu, like most of your sailing has been maybe along rivers.
Lakes. Yeah, lakes, rivers.
Stuff like that. Yeah, and so now that you guys are on the open water, it's a little rough at first. In fact, can I please get Constitution saves from everybody to see if you guys are all able to hold your stomachs under and get your sea legs?
Can you roll for me? My network shut down.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go!
And for me, which is sad.
All right. So everybody but Thegro feels all right, but Thegro, you do get a little seasick.
I'm not surprised. I'm not used to boats. But yeah.
Pukes all over the side.
Hey, as long as nobody's in the way.
I hold Thegro's like long hair and I say, "Yes, that's it. Let it all out. Please don't get it on me."
Doth is over there. Oh, I know just what to do. I'm gonna make you a nice mint tea to help calm your stomach. And sailing out across the water, the sun is still breaking, and so you've got that nice orange glow. You do notice that the sky is just absolutely clear, maybe a gift from Cord the Stormlord, and clearing your way on your journey towards your next destination. And we'll bounce back across the world into Pride's Call again. And Rain has been probably not sitting next to the obelisk. Do you leave that area? Do you go back into the main city? Do you go into that little tavern that you guys had kind of spent a little while in?
The one that's burned down?
No, it wasn't burned down. We used it as a long rest before. Or a short rest.
No, but remember, it was burned down when when Zephyr got there.
No, this is a completely different spot. This is Pride's Call. Zephyr's not there.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, if I'm supposed to be waiting, I probably went to that area and just am sitting in there thinking about life choices.
Eventually, you'll hear footsteps kind of coming down that stairwell into that little tavern that has been set up, and you'll look up and see a familiar face again. The man who has introduced himself is Prince Matthew Devant, and he'll look down at you and say, "I knew you'd come around. Most are not able to resist Dresden for long. I do have an opportunity and an offer for you."
Is that so?
Yes, indeed. I was able to speak with my father, and he knows about Jean or Simone or whatever he wants to call himself, and if you're able to bring him back home and bring him into the fold, you can rule alongside us. He will be a prince, you will be a princess. My father's approved this marriage.
Even though I'm not an elf.
Even though you're not an elf. And he'll nod his head and kind of cross his arms a little bit, but he'll also say, "But you are blessed by Dresden, and that is good enough for me and for my father, so long as you help us in our plans."
Well, for now, I need to get to that next obelisk. So I'll think about it.
Would you like a hand? And he'll reach down a hand to try and help you up.
Just eye him, but I'll take it and get up. I definitely still do not trust or like this guy one bit, but
Useful.
Kind of need to do this right now in her mind, so probably just reflecting certain lessons that Gyatso used to tell her while growing up, you know, about balance and choosing right over wrong, and you know, all of that reflecting in her mind as she's thinking like, well, old man, none of those involved a evil abyssal god chained to you, so
Fuck off.
yeah. But she'll get up and kind of gesture for him to take the lead for now.
And as you guys walk up that stairway and out of Pride's Call, that is where we're going to leave this evening.
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck me.
She has no idea who the next one will be, too. I'm sure she's, like, seeing who they've been. She's like, it's gotta be somebody important to her.
It's
But
Zephyr, I bet.
well, she thinks he's dead.
Thumbs up,
So,
Yeah, I think.
thumbs up and an evil smirk.
Wait, so Yumi was with Zephyr, right?
yep.
It's Zephyr.
It's
But
totally
you
Zephyr.
guys don't know that. The
Yeah.
last that Rain saw of Uni, she was fighting Rain, and then they heard Zephyr scream, and then they both kind of split off from each other.
Yeah.
It's gonna be funny when he's giving you a thumbs up and an evil smirk.
I
So-
thought we were gonna have. I thought the party was gonna have to fight Zephyr, and I was like, that was gonna be a crazy moment for me.
I'm
just
sure.
'cause I feel responsible for Zephyr's death.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna have to fight him too. Like, he was gonna come and be like, well, Rain, we gotta put a stop to your evilness, and then the party's gonna have to stop him. But I feel like, you know, actually as they're leaving and she's trying to think about who it could be, she's probably literally thinking, well, at least Zephyr's dead, so it's not him. Like, just probably
That's so
relieved.
cruel.
Just so relieved it's not gonna be him.
So, Jean, like I said before, I think you might like it, but I feel like you, as a character, were gonna hate it. What do you think?
Yeah, when I find out about this, when like John finds out about this, there's gonna be a lot of yelling. That's for sure. There will be yelling and oaths of death. Terrible oaths will be sworn, and probably there will be failure or dying trying. You know, there will be probably a duel that is to the death.
So those duels of death, to me or to your brother?
Probably my brother. You know. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
my
you wouldn't be
brother. I feel
making that one alone.